Star Wars only. I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
You know, I've been a Star Wars fan for basically all my life, quite some time, and I've dealt with a lot of bad Star Wars films. I've always said that there's not been a good Star Wars film since 1983, but my God, despite all the new Star Wars films and their flaws, these newer ones just keep killing off these characters that we all love so dearly. And it's okay if you send them off in a certain way and give them a touching moment, a final act of heroism, if you will, and they didn't want to do that to my boy. They did my boy dirty. I am outraged. I am flabbergasted. Nien Nunb, the hero of the rebellion, if you recall in Return of the Jedi, co-piloted the Millennium Falcon with Lando Calrissian on the Battle of Endor to destroy the Death Star. This man is a national hero. And he died in Rise of Skywalker. Now, I know if you're watching the film or if you've seen The Rise of Skywalker, for some reason people have seen it 4 to 5 times. Makes no sense to me. But some people would say, oh, hey, I saw Nien Nunb in the film. He was walking around. He was doing his thing, looking like the badass that he is. I don't recall his death. Well, you're right. No one recalls his death. It didn't happen on screen. They didn't even give him the goddamn common courtesy to show his death. And I know what people are going to say. Oh, well, I don't really like Nien Nunb. Why do you care about Nien Nunb? I don't need to see his on-screen death. He's not that much of a character. I'm sorry. You need to hand in your Star Wars fan card right now. Get out of this fandom. Don't ever talk about Star Wars again if you are going to insult such a legendary character in the Star Wars universe. Like I said, a national hero. Nien Nunb sacrificed himself for the rebellion. You know what's also pretty stupid? Is that he died from Palpatine's lightning. When Palpatine shot his little fingers up in the air and he was pointing his fingers as hard as he could and all lightning came out in the sky. It looked pretty cool and it was destroying the rebel ships and everything. And I was like, oh my God, what a dark moment. But then everybody came back to life when, Rey was doing her Mary Sue shit and she beat Palpatine. And the ships were like, oh, well, I don't know what that was, but we're back. We're ready to go. Poe survived it. Other characters survived it. But nope, not Nien Nunb. Motherfucker's looking like a short stack of pancakes. Can't seem to survive some lightning from 100-and-something-year-old man. You would have thought they'd learn their lesson from The Last Jedi with Admiral Akbar. Fans were outraged that such a iconic character in the Star Wars universe just was killed, and he was kind of killed off screen as well. I guess you kind of saw his with the bombing of Leia's headquarters or whatever in that ship. Who cares about The Last Jedi? It's not even relevant in The Rise of Skywalker anymore. But you would think that they would look at it and say, wow, fans really didn't like the way we killed off Admiral Akbar in the most unapologetic way and just kind of didn't even make it seem like it was of importance. Why don't we do it again with Nien Nunb? But we're just not even going to talk about it. We're not even going to show it. We're not even going to mention it. He's just dead. The guy who saved the rebellion in Return of the Jedi. My God, how long has this guy been fighting for the rebellion? He's been fighting for years and years and years. And he just dies just off screen like that. It's I'm hurt. I teared up when I first heard the news, if we're being honest. This was really cut deep. This was confirmed on Twitter. Brian Young, he's a writer for the StarWars.com website, and he said, Godspeed Rebel, 1983 to 2019. Oh, Nien was young lad, just hitting the pinnacle of his life. And Ray Carson is the author for The Rise of Skywalker, I believe, says, I think it's pretty clear from the movie upon careful watching, so I feel comfortable confirming. Props to you for noticing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Pretty clear from the movie, my ass. There's not a lot of things that are clear in The Rise of Skywalker, and one of them sure as hell is not Nien Nunb's death. The only thing that's clear in The Rise of Skywalker is that no one knows what the fuck they're doing. I'm hurt. I am hurt. And I don't know, man. I'm not one to call for a boycott on Star Wars, but this might be the straw that broke the camel's back. You done did my boy dirty. You done did my boy wrong. But tell me your thoughts. What do you think about Nien Nunb, the national hero, a culture icon? What do you think about his death? Do you even care? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. You scum. Can't stand you Star Wars fans. I can't stand you. Nien Nunb dies, and you're out here probably watching this video, taking a shit on the toilet, thinking about, oh, after this I'm going to go make me a, I don't know, maybe get a New York strip steak and get a nice little skillet, some butter and some thyme on it, a little garlic in there, and get a nice little sear on it. You're thinking about steak, and Nien Nunb is dead. I want you to think about that. Reassess your life. Get out of here. I'm done with you.